It is going to get bitterly cold as the week goes along. All of us are watching the weather, including Louis Otero, who is here this morning with Refined Home Finishes. As much as he'll tell you he can get out in all conditions and make your house look beautiful, even you can't get out there when it's 8 degrees, right?
No. Anything under 40 degrees, we stay away from painting, so we're going to be probably off for the next 2 weeks, which is okay because we've been really busy.
Well, but you know, it's kind of maybe good for your guys because January brings us actually some very nice weather often. So you'll be back out busy again at the first of the year doing your beautiful lime washes.
Yes, absolutely. And I wanted to say, you know, we do interior painting as well.
Yeah.
So if you need interior painting, call us. We do all inside painting as well. And we're starting to get into plaster and Venetian plaster. And we're doing some metallic paints and different really cool stuff.
Yeah, you're excited, I know, about that Venetian plaster. We had talked about that months ago, and so I'm glad that you've got that going now.
Yes, it's going to be great for fireplaces as well. If you have a brick fireplace and want the lime wash, we can do the lime wash on the fireplaces, but sometimes you have a different material and we can do plaster and make it look really modern with the plaster.
Let's talk a little bit about the lime wash because that's what you really are known for, even though you do so many other things. So it all begins with the color swabs, right? I mean, you go to someone's house, find a discreet place to put little examples on there for them to choose once they've decided they're going to do this and pick the color that works for them.
Yeah, we have a lot of different shades of the lime. We can go white all the way to beiges and grays to do your lime wash. A lot of the colors people choose are real trendy right now, which is the off-whites and the beiges, and they look great. But we can also do a solid technique, which is completely covering the brick, or you can go with the wash, which is very popular right now.
It all comes down to personal preference. I mean, that's the whole thing. So I shouldn't even ask you this question, but here I go. You said the word trendy. It's trendy right now to do certain things. That can be tricky when it comes to a house because what's so powerful about what you do with the lime wash, it does not wash off. It ages, it seeps in deeper and deeper, but this is not something that's going to go away for decades, right?
No, it is a classic vintage look, so even though it's trendy right now, it's timeless. So look at the pictures. The pictures are gorgeous. Yeah. And you can really see a huge difference when you look at old dated looks back from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and we can make it look very modern, vintage, but classic, timeless looks that you'll love.
I'm really glad that you included the ranch-looking house because that house there, it's not really a ranch, but I'll use that word. Look at the difference, especially with that one, how it transformed it.
That's a one-level brick home, all brick, and so having the pinky, real late 90s type of brick, now with the lime wash, it just brings it to date. It's a 2022 look and it looks amazing.
It's very crisp. It's very clean looking when you're through. But that's true whether you choose to do full coverage or you have that aged look. So where does the consultation come into play? Because you've got to make sure people have the right understanding.
Yeah, so once I get the phone call and we set up an appointment, I'll come out and bring some samples, colors, and I'll do a swatch on the brick, show them what it'll look like on their brick, and then they can choose the color, how much distress they like. Some people like just a little bit of distress where the brick is peeking through, or you like a lot of brick coming through, which makes it look like the house is 200 years old instead of 100 years old.
Is it possible to see some of those pictures again? Because I'm curious to see if my eye can catch something. So I know in some of them, like this one, a lot changed. Okay, and then in this one, it looks like, did you do gutters in that house?
So the picture before, we actually painted the siding because the siding was a dark gray. So we painted the siding to match the lime on the brick. But a lot of times we do see there. So that one we did do the trim in a dark chocolate, and we matched the lime of the brick to the siding because the siding was gray. So we kept it all one color and made it look very modern.
And In this one, they put a new roof on, it looks like.
Well, we took the shutters off because sometimes the shutters keep it dated. So on that particular house, we did the lime wash. We wanted to really showcase the wash, and we took the shutters completely down. So we didn't add the shutters back, and it made it look very, very contemporary.
And I wanted to get into the weeds enough on it like that to let people see how even just that one thing can transform the home. You don't have to go to great lengths to make everything different. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Just maybe a change in the gutter color or taking off shutters and really just brightening up the home just changes the whole look.
Okay,
completely.
so you can call them actually this week because they'll be able to answer the phone.
Sure.
They just won't come to your house until it's at least 40 degrees, right?
Yes, to do any painting, it has to at least be 40 or warmer.
And if you're wanting that vintage artistic look inside your home, trust me, on the other work that they're doing, the Venetian
Plaster.
stuff,
Plaster.
it's very interesting what they can do. So refinedhomefinishes.com, their phone number 438-1950. Thank you, Lily.
Thank you.